Alright, before I start this video, I am back home from Korea now, and I have some maps, and I just want to orient you geographically as to where this next video you're about to watch is located in the world. So I have a series of maps hanging on my wall. So obviously this is a map of East Asia. We're gonna zoom in on South Korea here. So South Korea right there. This is not showing the division between North and South Korea, but I won't use my fingers too blurry. So here's Japan. Over here's China. And here's the Korean Peninsula. So keep that in your head. So then we're gonna go to a different map here I have on the wall. It basically just shows South Korea. So down here, this this province colored in pink is called Gyeongsangnam-do. And this is where I lived 6 out of my 7 years in Korea. It's where my wife was born and has lived most of her life in Korea anyways, outside of the USA. And it's also where my son was born, and it's also where my one of my favorite place in the whole world is at, Sangju Beach, which is where the video is at that I'm going to show you. So if you look here, Sangju Beach is roughly, wait a minute, this map doesn't show it super well, but if you look right, let me find my finger, right there, see that, see the little mountain symbol, the triangle? Well, just south of there, there's that little bay, and that is where Sangju Beach is at. And let me get a better, more zoomed in map yet of just Gyeongsangnam-do, the province itself. So that pink province I showed you on that previous map, this is a big map of this right here, that orange border you see, that is the province that I showed you, the pink space on the previous. So you can get a little bit more detail here. So if we go here, this is an island. I'm pointing at my screen, not the map like I should be. This is an island off of the very southern tip of the Korean Peninsula. And this island is called Namhae. It's like South Sea Island is what it means. Namhae-do, Namhae Island. And it's connected by bridge. So it's connected by bridge right here. And then this is actually a little island unto itself, and then it connects again right here by bridge, and then up here there's also a connecting bridge. So it's an island, but you don't have to use a boat to get there. You can drive. And then here, this right there, that says Sangju, and here is the beach right here. It shows a little beach umbrella. That's where it's at. So that orients you to where this video is taking place. All right, here we are.
This is mine.
I don't think so. Got a car coming from behind. Get over on the far left. Far left. Go up to that little drive there to the left and go in it. All right, so Caster and I are staying by ourselves, some father and son bonding time in my favorite place in the whole world, Sangju Beach, Sangju Silver Sands Beach in Namhae Island, the very southern tip of the Korean Peninsula. Not been here in 9 years. Thrilled to be back. We're kind of walking the mean streets. Not so mean, but the streets of Sangju here. Walking back to our Minbok, a kind of Korean traditional accommodations It's where it's kind of like a bed and breakfast situation where somebody has converted their larger house into smaller units for people to stay in them.
And you sleep on the floor.
You sleep on the floor, on blankets, pillows. This is us right here, going in here. I love it, very excited. Good times. We just got some pizza at the convenience store. Going in here, gotta make sure and kick our shoes off here. We go in here, lights are off for now. They will not be for long. So this is basically it. Close the door behind you, please. Both of them. Thank you. I don't know if I caught it on film. I didn't really want to do it, obviously, but you had a... Oh, gosh. Dropped the pizza, but it's okay. You had a family out there barbecuing some meat in the communal area. This is basically it. Very small. Got a little wardrobe, TV, little table there if you want to sit down and have a meal. Mini fridge, little kitchenette area. Hangers, sliding doors, a mirror where you can check yourself out. AC, very important. Casher wants for you to check himself out. Wait, hang on. How am I? There you go. We have our own private bathroom, which is nice. Little shower up there. Drain on the floor. Of course, in most Korean bathrooms, both public and private, the bathrooms are shower, stall, and bathroom all in one. They're all kind of combined. So you take a shower right here, and you do your business right here. And that's the drain for the shower. I'm loving the pink tank with the ocean mist seat cover. Let's turn that AC on.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
So, Eunjung went to stay at one of her sister's houses, or at one of her sister's houses tonight, and this being my most favorite place in the whole world, Kesha and I wanted to stay overnight here. And we don't know if we're going to get picked up by the family in the morning or if we're going to have to figure out public transport to get meeting back the family tomorrow. But either way, we'll figure it out. So happy to be here. You will notice in this Minbak the peculiar absence of any kind of chairs, any kind of beds. And that's how it rolls in Minboks. It's how it rolls in traditional Korea. And in this wardrobe, we have our beds and pillows. We'll be sleeping on top of those blankets tonight and using those blankets. So I'm gonna have some sore bones in the morning. But that's how it rolls. Way back when, the first time Eunjung and I stayed at a Minbak here in the same Sangju village, it cost us either $10 or $15 for the night, and it was pretty much the same like this. It didn't have a kitchenette or a mini fridge. I think it did have a TV. I don't remember if it had AC or not. I mean, it was, gosh, 9 plus. It was like 16 years ago. The first time I stayed at a Minbak in this village. And so it was 10 or 15 bucks. This was 90 bucks. 90,000 won, which is a little less, like maybe more like $80, $85. So prices have gone up, and this destination has really become more popular too. So it's not necessarily inflation per se, but it is inflation and also the popularity of this Sangju Beach area. First time I came here, they're very popular at all, but here today, it's loaded with people. So, good. It's good and bad. So, any words of wisdom, my dear boy?
Eat pizza.
Oh, wiser words have rarely been spoken. Let's do it. Watch a little Paris Olympics, if we can find it. All right, later.
Olympics.
In the mean bot, eating some fast food, convenience store, Korean pizza, pretty good. Castro got some snacks here. Gobuk chip and turtle chip snacks. I'm gonna show them the drink. Your chill song. You can twist it. This is Castro's Chilsung cider. Chilsung cider. It's basically Korean Sprite. Korean Sprite or 7-Up. They call clear pop, like 7-Up and cider stuff, cider over here for some reason. It's not apple oriented at all. They just call it cider. Watch a little Korean baseball on the TV. Go NC Dinos. They're the baseball team out of Changwon, which is where Jung and I lived for 5 years. Well, Castor, this guy was born in 2014. And I've really been digging this red brick wallpaper around the edge of the room. Do you notice anything wrong with the way that it was put down? I mean, who am I to judge? I've done a lot of bad house things around my house, but I'm sure this was quicker. It was quicker. I'm sure this is the way it came. Instead of cutting it and then joining it together horizontally as they should have, they just went the fast route and just went with the width of the roll all the way around the room. A little comical.
Lazy.
A little, well, yeah, it is lazy. I don't blame them for doing that, but a little comical. My dad would definitely get a major kick out of this. Being a professional painter and wallpaper for probably going on 45 years. So, alright, anyways, we're out. We're going to go to the beach here in a little bit. Probably walk around on the beach at night. I'm not going to do any night swimming, but we're going to go to the beach at night, walk around. I'll probably take a video out there if it's well lit enough. So, later. Alrighty, so here we are, still at Sangju Beach. They got a nice campground here for RVs or tents. There's the wonderful waters out there of Sangju Beach. Very beautiful. Castro boys here. Got a lot of good memories of this beach. Back in the day, like 15, 16 years ago, we could just set up tent on the sand down there whenever not many people knew about this place. This vibrant campground wasn't even here. And then this place evolved over my 7 years in Korea. And whenever I left 9 years ago, I hardly recognized it from the 7 years 7 years before that when I arrived. It's still my favorite place in the world, but it's definitely changed. Definitely more organized, in some ways for the better, in some ways not. But definitely my favorite place for sure. I love it. It was super busy here today. It was like 91 degrees Fahrenheit for the high today. Extremely extremely hot. The water felt nice. So we're just kind of walking along the seashore here on the sidewalk. Taking in the beautiful night air, breeze. Going back to our Minbach accommodations. Watch some Olympics or Korean baseball, whatever's on TV. So.
Or OCN movies.
Yeah, or OCN movies. OCN is like a series of like one or two OCN channels on Korean cable where they.
Well, there's three.
There's three of them.
On Halmi's. There's three on Halmi's TV, but there's only one on the TV at our
Minbach.
Mbak.
And for anybody who doesn't know, Halmi is Korean for mama, basically. So OCN, they have a lot of foreign movies on OCN, Korean movies too, but they're usually pretty good and new movies. So, oh, I love it. Sangju Beach, South Korea. Alrighty, later.